I don't know if anyone else can hear that. There are some youths having an argument outside. Agent from the Carrington Institute as she tries to stop an alien conspiracy. Tits. Welcome back to the vlog, Ladles and Jelly Spoons. I do hope that you're all very well and that you enjoy this month's vlog. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Hello. So, following in the footsteps of the great Pixel Paul. In Scarborough for a couple of days, and I don't know what's going on with the hair. Lad, then your mind must be pitch. Now, every time I come to Scarborough, I have this little routine, and the routine is always to walk past the place where I used to live. It's been a long time since I lived in Scarborough. I always feel a need to see what's happened to the place. To be fair, I lived in several places when I was in Scarborough. Just there. I'm not going to tell you where the exact address is, but I lived there for 4 years. So I've lived in 4 places in Scarborough during the years I lived here. 3 of those places are quite easy to pinpoint. One of them, it sounds really weird, one of them isn't easy to locate. I'm going to try, but it's in a dodgy part of town. Stupidly, I realised I'm about to get into costume when I'm going to put my hat on and done my hair. That was a stupid thing. Oh dear, oh, not nice. Yes, I recently took a trip up to Scarborough to see fantastic Mr. Connor and other friend of the channel, Dickie from Richard York's Wargaming, where no wargame remains unplayed. And apart from catching up with my chums, the other thing I really wanted to do was check out Timeless Toys, because recently Pixel Paul has taken a trip up to Scarborough. If you've not watched his absolutely fantastic family holiday vlog, do check it out, link in the description down below. Whilst I was watching his vlog, I noticed there was a game on the shelves of Timeless Toys that I was really interested in. So I quickly nipped down to Timeless Toys with fantastic Mr. Connor in the hopes that it was still there. And guess what? It was. And that game was Chase the Express. Chase Express, known as Covert Nuclear Ops in North America, is a 2000s PlayStation action-adventure game by Sony Computer Entertainment that blends stealth, shooting and puzzle-solving elements. The game is set on a high-speed train, the Blue Harvest, that's hijacked by a terrorist group, the KGB Resurrection, led by Boris Zagotsky. The terrorists threaten to use a secret nuclear warhead on board if their demands are not met. The player controls Jack Morton, a NATO officer who must save the hostages and prevent a nuclear disaster. Players navigate the train's compartments using a mix of combat and exploration while solving puzzles to progress. The game emphasises tactical decision making, requiring players to choose between direct engagement and stealth. The train's unique confined setting adds to the challenge with multiple levels and compartments to explore. So when I saw this game in Pixel Paul's video, I immediately thought, I wonder if that's complete with manual. Well, I'm happy to report that, yes, indeed, the copy of the game in Timeless Toys is complete with manual. The box has seen better days. It's not in perfect condition, however that is the case with most PlayStation games now, but I do actually have a little box of PlayStation 1 box parts, so I might be able to Frankenstein up a slightly better condition box. However, one of the things I really do like about this game is that it's got this Game Station sticker on. I don't know what it is about these old-fashioned stickers from Game Station, Game, HMV, Virgin Megastore, but for me there's a little nostalgia attached to them as well, and I'll never take this off. My copy of Tomb Raider 3 has got this really nice Virgin Chart sticker on it that it's just very reminiscent of the era, especially over here in the UK. Other stickers like CEX stickers and other second-hand stickers I'm not that fussed about. As you'll see in the next game that I picked up from Timeless Toys. Characters including a receptionist. We're here with fantastic Mr. Connor, who you might remember from such exciting videos as sharing with my dad and the FC UK bike.
Hi, I'm FMC. You remember me from such YouTube videos as Higher or Lower. And of course, I'd be wrong, wouldn't I? Of course.
Oh. Can you remember what the FUCK stood for?
Something kinetics, I can't remember.
Fact utilising cardio kinesiology bike.
Oh, that is
yeah,
it.
yeah, that is it. Yeah.
Wow.
I miss making videos like that. I really do.
I'm a child now.
He was a child back then. Facts about Perfect Dark, shall we? For instance, did you know that it made it into its way? It's made its way into. That didn't make any sense. The next game that I picked up from Timeless Toys, and that game is Martian Gothic Unification, or just Martian Gothic as it says on the side of the case. Martian Gothic Unification, a survival horror game for the PC and PlayStation that was brought out in the year 2000. Developed by Creative Reality and published by Talonsoft, the game is set in 2019 on Mars, and it follows a 3-member team investigating a silent research base where an alien organism has turned the crew into zombies and unleashed a malevolent Martian entity. Players control 3 characters in the game separately, coordinating their actions whilst ensuring they never meet face to face due to the mysterious infection. The game emphasises exploration, puzzle solving and resource management, with a unique gameplay mechanic that involves sharing items through a tube system. Now, I thought for the longest time this game was an RTS. I remember this coming out on the PC and PlayStation and not being that fussed about it because I thought, oh, it's a real-time strategy game. No, it's a survival horror game. This is more than likely going to be my sort of Halloween game this year that I'll play over October half term. As I was just saying about old-fashioned stickers, this is a sticker that I'm not that fussed about. I also love the fact that this game was pre-owned from Game Centre. At some point it was worth £6.39. I don't think you're going to be able to pick that up on camera. Timeless Toys had it on sale for £12, although he did give me a little bit of a discount because of the amount of games I was picking up. Characters including a receptionist? What's a receptionist? The last weekend of freedom. It's getting intense. What am I on now? I need double one. Go on, Connor, double 11. Oh no, it's not 14! Double four. Isn't it? And I must admit, the only psychic powers I have. Next up, the jewel in the crown of the pickups from Timeless Toys, and probably why he gave me a little bit of a discount because this game was a little bit on the pricey side. However, it is complete with not just manual but also in-game map, and that game is Grand Theft Auto London.
Grand Theft Auto!
Grand Theft Auto London 1969, the first expansion pack for the original Grand Theft Auto, released in April of 1999 for the PC and PlayStation. It was developed by Rockstar Canada and published by Rockstar Games. It retains the original game's mechanics but introduces a new setting, fictional 1969 London. Players control a small-time criminal aiming to climb the ranks of London's underworld by completing missions for various gangs. The game features British slang, cultural references and vehicles from the 1960s, creating an authentic atmosphere. The expansion maintains the top-down 2D style of the original, with a focus on missions involving theft, chaos and hits. Players can freely explore London, drive 1960s inspired vehicles and use a variety of weapons to complete objectives and earn points. I originally had this on PC, but there's nowhere, I don't think these days, you can play it on PC legally. It's not on Steam, it's not on GOG, it's not on Epic Games Store, so I believe there may be a few sites where you can play it in browser. I've sort of neglected my OG PlayStation collection over the last couple of months, and considering I'm going specifically to Timeless Toys to pick up a very specific PlayStation 1 game, when I saw this I thought, do you know what, I'll have a look out for the OG Grand Theft Auto and Grand Theft Auto 2, which I think did get a release on the OG PlayStation and the Dreamcast, although I don't know if the Dreamcast version was released in this country. Team investigating paranormal phenomena. So we have been joined. Why have I took my glasses off as well? How did that happen? My glasses on. Well, that was stupid of me, wasn't it? Right, so here we are with Dickie from Richard York's Wargaming, where
No other wargaming remains in place.
I don't believe you just screwed up your own tagline.
Hello everybody and welcome to another of Dickie's videos where no war game remains unplayed.
And the resurrection of Evel. The final two games that I picked up from Timeless Toys were really just picked up because A, I've never played this series, B, it was the first game and its sequel, and C, because for some reason these games have come into my field of view over the last couple of months. I've not seen them anywhere else. They were a reasonable price, less than £5 each, so I picked up Full Spectrum Warrior and its sequel, Full Spectrum Warrior The 10 Hammers. Or is it just 10 Hammers? No, it is just 10 Hammers.
The greatest commanders don't just deliver their men to victory. They deliver them home. Full Spectrum Warrior, rated mature, played on Xbox Live.
Full Spectrum Warrior and its sequel, Full Spectrum Warrior 10 Hammers, are real-time tactics games developed by Pandemic Studios and published by THQ for the Xbox, PC and PlayStation 2. The gameplay is based on the principle of fire and movement, where one team provides suppressive fire whilst the other advances. The core mechanics are consistent across both games. The games were developed from an actual army training simulation. The retail version places much more emphasis on aesthetic and possesses significantly improved graphics and sounds. Cutscenes and voice acting are also characteristics that distinguish the retail version from the military version. Yeah, never played these games before. I remember them being advertised a lot back in the day. I think THQ sponsored some TV show on Sky One back in the day, so this game was always being advertised. They are sort of tactics-based games, which don't always translate well on console, but you know what, I thought, like I say, I think they were like £3 each, and I think he might have just given me them for a £5. You can't really say fairer than that. That's at least 2 Sundays worth of retro gaming entertainment right there. I'm very happy to be adding both of those to the collection. With psychic abilities like telekinesis. We're at over 400, so we're well on the way to a starburst candle. Yeah. Quality items. lads that probably shouldn't be playing pool, quarter final. Never trust Dickie. Fantastic Mr. Connor versus Dickie, who you might remember from such videos as Dickie does badass bedrooms. Yeah.
Hello everybody and welcome to another of Dickie's videos.
Dickie does badass bedrooms. That's not on your channel anymore.
It probably is.
Is it?
You can search for it. Don't search for it.
Today we are playing a game of epic proportion.
I'm assuming Badass Babes is not on there anymore.
Don't know what it is, but we're going to kick its ass.
Get set. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Via videotape from the orbital broadcast bunker, I'm having a right problem with this opening today. As I'm sure you can probably imagine, the rest of the trip got a little bit messy. However, it was lovely to spend some time with Connor and with Dickie. We have spoken about getting together again before the end of the year, and fingers crossed that happens. But Sunday came and it was time to head back to the Midlands. However, before I left, I was determined to take a quick trip into Scarborough CEX. Sadly, the gamepad in Scarborough isn't open on a Sunday, which was the other place that I really would have liked to have had a look in. However, I'll have to wait until my next trip up to Scarborough. But I went into CEX and picked up a couple of games that, I don't know, maybe because I was just slightly hungover, I thought were a good idea. The first one probably isn't a pickup any self-respecting games collector should pick up, and that is Alone in the Dark Inferno.
That is yours is mine.
Alone in the Dark Inferno is an enhanced version of the 2008 action-adventure survival horror game Alone in the Dark, developed by Eden Games and published by Atari for the PlayStation 3. The game follows Edward Carnby, a paranormal investigator, as he uncovers a supernatural conspiracy in New York City's Central Park over the course of one night. The gameplay features exploration, puzzle solving, melee and ranged combat, a realistic inventory system and dynamic fire mechanics. Inferno was specifically developed to address criticism of the original release, with improved controls, camera adjustments and new gameplay features, as well as bug fixes. The game received mixed to positive reviews, with the improvements in Inferno being praised for enhancing the overall experience. I'll be brutally honest, it's not a brilliant game. If anyone else has played it, I'm hoping you will understand what I'm saying when there is a point in this game about halfway through where something happens, which means you have to go back and do a certain thing. And when it happens to me, I definitely went, no, not doing it, and put the game down and never went back to it. Now, I will admit that was the OG Xbox 360 release, which is notoriously buggy, and it's possibly because it was a bit buggy that I'd had enough of the game by that time. So I might play it again because I've not played it since it came out. The next game that I picked up was a game that I actually already own on the PlayStation 2, and I picked up fairly recently from my local CEX just after my Cornwall Mega Hall holiday. And that game is Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. What? Next up, a game I picked up because Terminator Zero is about to be released on Netflix, and I'm very, very excited for it. Me. This isn't a Terminator game, but it is Terminator-esque, and that is Binary Domain. I remember playing like a preview or maybe a demo version of this back in the day. For people who have played the game Alpha Protocol, which is like a stealth RPG, this is very much the sort of action equivalent of that game. The next game that I picked up because A, I've recently covered an earlier game in the series on the Retro Roundup, and B, I was completely unaware that this game was a thing, and that is Jagged Alliance Rage.
Jagged Alliance Rage.
I know nothing about this game. It might have been like a console only release, but I saw it, it was just a couple of quid, and I thought, yeah, you know what, I'll try that one out, see what it's like. Might enjoy it, might absolutely hate it, but you know. Okay, I've saved the best for last, because the last couple of games that I've picked up were very much like picked up on a bit of a whim because I was a little bit hungover. However, I wouldn't have picked any of those games up if I didn't see this game. This is the game that started my little haul from Scarborough CEX, and that is the HD Classics Shadow of the Colossus and Ico. You don't see this one very often, which is why I picked it up. However, that being said, I never really got on with Ico when I played it on the PlayStation 2. In fact, I seem to remember I traded my copy of Ico in, and I'm sort of regretting that now. But it just didn't gel with me. I didn't enjoy it. Shadow of the Colossus, I enjoyed a great deal. It is an absolutely fantastic game until the ending. Does anyone else feel like this? I feel like I could be the only person that everyone speaks about Shadow of the Colossus. Oh my god, it's a great game. It got like a really, really good remaster on the PlayStation 4, which is absolutely fantastic. However, it doesn't use the original game music, which this one does, which is another reason why I picked it up. It's a really good game. It plays really well. I really hate the ending. It's the only thing that is putting me off replaying this game. I know where the game's going. I know what the final outcome is, and I hate it. It's why I find it really difficult to replay through games like Red Dead Redemption and Red Dead Redemption 2, because, and although you possibly could argue that the hint is in the title, I know what happens at the end of those games, and to go through all of that for that ending, I'm trying not to give it away. Don't want to give away spoilers for people who haven't played it. I'll put this down now. They're fantastic games. They're really, really good games. They've got excellent gameplay. The story is wonderful, apart from the conclusion of the story. Do you feel the same? Please do let me know in the comment section down below. I really do hope that you've enjoyed this vlog. If you've made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please do give me a thumbs up. If you disliked it, please do give me a thumbs down and let me know what it was you did and didn't like about the video. The only way that these vlogs are ever going to get any better is from input from you guys. If you like what we do here on Kohigh Mathy's YouTube channel and you are not subscribed to the channel, please correct that by hitting the old subscribe button. And if you know anyone else that you think might enjoy these oddball retro video game videos, please do share them out with your chums. That's this month's vlog done. Cheerio, see you soon.